the areas where we collect a lot of data is in the kids count. And you may have heard kids count in the past. We put out a report a couple of times a year. There's a national kids count that we're the New Mexico partners for the national kids count. We collect a lot of that data. It's collected the same way in every state so that there can be comparisons about how we're doing in relation to other states. And I agree with Carlos that it's much better for us to track how we're doing over time than it is to compare us to other states. But where it is helpful to look at other states is what they are doing that is moving their needle. And then we can look and see what we're doing and whether or not we're improving or getting worse in a particular area. Kids Count measures literally hundreds of indicators on child well-being, but they choose 16 that they compare across states. So 4 in economic well-being, 4 in education, 4 in health, and 4 in family and community. And of those 16 indicators, we're 49th. We've never been much above 40. But in the last few years, we dropped really quick to the very bottom. 2 years ago, we were 50th, and now we're 49th. I don't think we'll go to 50th again because we expanded Medicaid in this state, and that greatly expanded the number of kids who have access to health care. Probably about 45,000 kids now have health care who didn't before. They were eligible, but they didn't get it. So because we expanded and Mississippi did not, Mississippi's probably going to stay on the bottom, and we're probably going to stay 49th unless we do a little better and jump up. So we can say thank God for Mississippi, or we can say a prayer for Mississippi that they expand Medicaid and begin to provide the kind of health care coverage for their kids that New Mexico has chosen to do. So let me just say that, go ahead and advance another one there. Behind a lot of our poor indicators of child well-being is poverty. And more than half of our kids are considered low income. 55% live below 200% of poverty. That's considered low income. That's about 48,000 for a family of 4. And so a lot of our kids are in families that are really struggling economically.
Repeat the figure.
I'm sorry?
Repeat the figure that you just quoted.
55% of our kids are in low-income families, which is low income means 200% of poverty or less, and that's about 48,000 a year for a family of 4.
Is this information on your website, or should we be taking notes?
It is, and I would also be happy to send this to Carlos, who can distribute it if you'd like. So remind me to do that, Carlos, and I can get it to you, and you can.
When we have breakouts, there's a place to sign up for information. We didn't want to print all of this when you